if we thought Manchester United are finished, and if you thought Manchester United are finished, you're wrong. You're absolutely wrong. They never die, Man United, to be honest. They are about to sign Bryan Mbeumo. Bruno Fernandes is about to stay. We'll talk about that. But before we go on and talk about how Man United might look scary next season, and I can't believe myself that I am actually saying this. I'm asking you to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Of course, the like button is underneath the video. It looks like thumbs up. It helps the channel massively. And the news has been reported, like earlier today, that Bryan Mbeumo has rejected everyone to join Manchester United. I need to stop doubting Man United, Paul, to be honest, and the attraction of the project. Like, in addition to this as well, like, we're going to talk about how Bryan Mbeumo fits at Man United. There is the talk that they are actually targeting Mateta to be the striker from Crystal Palace, the FA Cup winner with Crystal Palace. And also the other news that we want to talk about, and I want to talk about this, is Bruno Fernandes has rejected Al Hilal to stay at Man United. So basically, we could see Matheus Cunha, we could see Mbeumo, Mateta, Bruno Fernandes behind them, and there is still Amad Diallo there. After signing Matheus Cunha and convincing him, they went for Bryan Mbeumo. And one of the things I wanted to say about Bryan Mbeumo is that he's a fantastic player, left-footed, play off the right. He suits Amorim's system to the T because he plays behind the striker. He's not the main striker, and that's why they are targeting Mateta. And if we look at the lineup of Man United next season, if this transfer happens, Amad Diallo will be the right wing back. Looks like Mateta will be up top. Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha behind the striker in the 3-4-3 system of Ruben Amorim. The other thing is that you will have the depth because Xerxes is still going to be there, you know. Xerxes is still going to be there, of course, and Xerxes can play as a number 9 as well. They are trying to get rid of Højlund, which is my team Inter are interested in getting a loan. Are they going to be able to accept it? I think we'll wait and see. But all I have to say is that this is looking very, very good for Manchester United. It is looking amazing that you are still able to get names like this. But I want to mention something about Man United and the way they approach the market. It's a very smart way of approaching the market. They aren't targeting the A+ player or the A player. They are targeting the A- player, and that is not bad. That is very good. What I mean by the A+ is the Mbappe's, the Lamine Yamal's, you know, the Ousmane Dembele's, the people that are going for Ballon d'Or. And there is the level below these people, which is the Verts, you know, which is Liverpool are after. So Man United are very, very smart in this market. They are going for players that play for mid-table teams or even Wolves in the Crystal Palace as well, like Brentford, Crystal Palace in the Premier League, knowing that they can convince these players to actually join their club and convince them with the project. And that is super smart. We know that Bryan Mbeumo is wanted by Arsenal, wanted by Newcastle, wanted by Spurs, but he chose Man United as he was convinced with the project. The style of Bryan Mbeumo will suit Man United. He might not suit Arsenal because none of them will guarantee him a starting position. Maybe the only one that would guarantee him a starting position was Newcastle. But he chose Man United maybe because of Amorim. He convinced him that we can actually go back to the top. We can challenge for top 6 or something next season. And I think that is actually why Bruno Fernandes stayed as well at the club. You know what I mean? Like, that's why Bruno Fernandes stayed at the club, because he's convinced that he will stay in Europe. I know that he said that something about he doesn't want to go to Saudi Arabia. The family made the decision, but also him choosing to stay at Man United, despite the massive offer, tells me that the project is still going for him, that they are convinced that Ruben Amorim is the guy to actually take them to the next level, to the guy to actually at least fix some of the problems at the club. And that is great. I want to know if you guys think in the comments, if they sign Mateta and they sign Mbeumo, what is the aspiration for Man United? Is it top 4? Is it top 6? Is it top half of the table? Because I think, to be honest with you, yes, they finished 15th last season. I think if you sign all these players in Mbeumo, in Mateta, you keep Bruno Fernandes, and you have Matias Cunha, I think they should at least target top 5. If top 5 takes the clubs in the Premier League to the Champions League the season after. One game a week, you have no European commitment, you should be able to get top 5 with these players. Because Amorim came from Sporting. I want people to forget the time he spent at Man United. He came from Sporting. He won the title with Sporting. He played well in the Champions League. So I think Manchester United should be able to target at least top 6. Is that going to get them Europa League? Is that going to get them Champions League? Top 5 will get them Champions League next season, because I believe that the Premier League teams will do well in the champs. But you can't tell me that your aspiration is, get better and finish top 10. That shouldn't be the case. You can jump from 15th to actually be in the top 5 of the Premier League. You have a team that can be competitive with the likes of Aston Villa, with the likes of Newcastle. So yeah, you can say that Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool are ahead of you. You're still battling with Chelsea, who I believe have much better team than Man United, but still depending on what defenders Chelsea will get this summer. We will see where Man United will finish, because, and also it has been reported from Ben Jacobs that it has nothing to do with Bruno Fernandes. If Bruno Fernandes doesn't go to Saudi Arabia, that does not affect their pursuit of Mbeumo. So I just want you to sit down and think about this team. There are people that say that the players will get worse at Man United. I believe they are renewing the squad. I believe that Amorim is a good. I said many times that Amorim is a good coach. Is he going to be able to switch the mentality of the whole club? Now they're signing new players. And I believe these players will go to Man United to try to turn the ship, to try to help Amorim turn the ship. I actually think that it's fantastic by Man United having Cunha, if they get Mbeumo, and if they get Mateta. I know there is competition from Juventus and AC Milan. Juventus and AC Milan cannot compete with Man United in terms of the wages. They can't. Man United should be able to convince Mateta to join their club. You let me know in the comments. If you're still here, hit that like button. You let me know in the comments what you guys think about this transfer window, that crazy transfer window of Man United. And I will see you guys later. Like the video before you go, subscribe if you're new, and we're out, people.